EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today we hit double digits, Week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Denver Broncos. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
Second and 9 now. A short throw to Ingram. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. The Broncos at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Harvey now on 1st and 10. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They're right around the middle of the pack, number 15 in the NFL against the run.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
2nd and 6. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down, looks like right at the 40. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber that runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
Let's go. Past the 60. Past the 60.
Again, it's Harvey. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll swing this out to Harvey. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Second down and 4. They run straight ahead with Harvey. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. R.J. Harvey with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Herbert now. That's complete to his running back, Hampton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. Now a run. Here's the rookie from Penn State. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. These two teams, they met in L.A. earlier in the year with the Chargers coming out victorious. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Denver. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. In motion, the tight end. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's complete. Lambert Smith. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. And that flag accepted. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A short throw to Ingram. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trying to run for it. Here's Harvey. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Facing short yardage on 3rd down, but he was able to pick up a very sizable gain.
He certainly was, and I think that maybe they were fooled a little bit because you and I both know this is a passing league, and that's not normally a running down, and they fooled him with it. Safety had to make the play. Otherwise, he's still running, and the next thing, he runs right into the goalpost.
On 1st down, back to Harvey. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
2nd and 9. They'll drop the throw. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked up by Deion Henley. And the Chargers will take over here just shy of the 30. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Now it's Herbert. Going up top. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Broncos are going to get it back here just past the 35. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard. Here's the option. And he he's going to get this inside the 30. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Broncos have taken the lead. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's a tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going. He scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy because right now he's absolutely shredding them.
59.
Here's Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47.
It's a loss of 2.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Zone read, a give to Hampton. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
That was a nice run, a nice game there as they head towards the 2-minute warning.
And it's 3rd down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. In motion goes the tight end. On 1st down, it's Hampton. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 34-yard line.
Here's Herbert. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
21.
From the gun, Herbert on third down. And that is incomplete.
Well, he's been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
A 51-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
To throw now on first down. Buying time to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies will try and force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here's second and 10. They're going to look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a third and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
It's Harvey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. R.J. Harvey with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. Good-looking return set up here. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35.
35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A good position to be in here, second and inches. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Out of the gun, Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Now a second and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, Herbert. That is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And likely